And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by
Those guys.
Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys, and as you know, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
Those guys.
And it is where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. And I hope everyone has been able to get out and fly your drones. If the weather's been nice where you are, and if the weather's nice where you are, please tell us how the weather is where you are. And let us know if you're getting out to fly. What's going on there, Lawrence? How have you been?
I'm good, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Happy Thanksgiving to you lurkers. Everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
It's a wee bit early, but happy Thanksgiving.
It is early, but I'm not going
guess,
live tomorrow. So,
well, true. Our stream is the day before Thanksgiving, and I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
What's up, Maddie and SJM?
So we do have for the holidays the drop in a shot in effect.
Yes, we do. We do have the drop and a shot in effect. I have 3 shots here for 3 shot and the drops. That's it. Maybe I'll risk a 4th. But we remember we remember 2 Christmases ago with the moonshine incident. So
So now you guys know where to find it. 2 years ago.
They still couldn't find it. Hey, Copper State.
No, it was probably 3 years ago.
It is probably 3 by now. But anyway, click that like button in there if you haven't, even you lurkers.
We do have, like I said, the drop and the shot every half hour. So if you got something nice to keep you nice and warm and fuzzy inside the tummy,
nice and toasty, a coffee, Pepsi, whatever you want to have a drop and shot with us.
Have a shot with us.
Yeah,
it's just for the holidays. What can it hurt?
This is true. I'm cooking saucy balsamic apple pork chops so that I am good to fly. Okay, all right. John Olson says he's making balsamic apple pork chops. Is that for tomorrow for Thanksgiving, or is that for dinner tonight? But congratulations. I hope you enjoy the meal.
That's the Thanksgiving.
I don't know.
I don't know if you guys read the description, but
what's up with you?
Happy Thanksgiving. What is your favorite dish on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, what is your favorite dish, guys? Put it in the chat so we can see.
Feel free to just throw it in the chat if you.
What is your favorite dish on Thanksgiving? It doesn't have to be traditional. What is your favorite thing you like to eat on Thanksgiving?
I find that a lot of people, because America is the melting pot from all over the world, and we all have something that we've passed down for years.
SJM says my tipple my tipple is well, it might be a typo, brandy or rum. Okay. Jody says
everybody shares something.
Pizza. Jody, turkey pizza. He bugging.
Turkey pizza.
Copper State says he's going to brine a turkey today in brown sugar bourbon brine.
Okay.
That sounds interesting right there.
Okay.
My favorite dish is a dish with food on it. You know who that is, Warren. I bet I haven't seen Warren, but I bet he's like some average sized guy that you'd never think could clean a whole 6-foot table of food. Oh, dinner tonight. The daughter is cooking turkey for tomorrow. Okay,
all right.
Okay, well, everybody enjoy your evening. I hope you have a coffee, a beer, whatever you like. Pepsi. Have a drop in a shot with us later on to celebrate the holiday.
Actually, we could actually start the show off with one, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could.
All right.
I'm down.
All right, well, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
those guys. Hold on, sponsor.
For drone news and tech talk, tune in on Wednesday nights
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Wednesday night with those guys. But you
There
know,
you go.
Lawrence,
Okay, Jody. Jody, salute to everyone out there.
last week we were talking about
Whoa,
what happened.
I hadn't had rum in a minute.
Oh,
You know,
it all depends on the kind of rum you're drinking.
that kind of rum, man.
Anyway,
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
last week we had mentioned something about Black Friday sales, right?
Oh,
And
yes, we did.
yeah, well, last week we mentioned that, didn't we?
Yes, yes, we
And
did. We did some Black Friday sales, but everyone came out with some new stuff.
well, yeah, we mentioned Black Friday sale last week, but you know the Black Friday sale is still going on with DJI. And I've noticed that many of the same deals are on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
But also, you know who's got deals too?
Oh,
Insta 360.
yeah,
Insta 360 got some Black Friday deals too.
yeah, right here. Here you go. And I'm going to tell you right now, I cannot afford the 360 camera that I want, but no matter what level 360
Yeah, you
camera
can.
that you get from them, the Insta 360 people store, it's going to impress you.
Really?
Seriously. Save up to $138 from November 13th to December 3rd.
Okay.
Okay. What are they offering
Okay.
here? And they even have some Merc, Insta
Okay.
360 Merc here. But of course, it's showing this Insta 360 standalone. This seems to be one of their number one sellers because it goes in a selfie stick, and I don't know what the specs are
I
exactly
think
on the
everything
camera.
goes on a stick nowadays, doesn't it?
No, but this one specifically erases the selfie stick
Yeah.
and seamlessly puts everything together.
Doesn't everything erase the selfie stick today?
No. I have a 360 camera. My selfie stick be right there. Boom.
Well, that's because that camera.
It's not an Insta 360.
How old is it?
It's old, but they have a lot of stuff here that if you're interested, I will take this page and post it in the chat. Just look. A lot of this stuff, it's becoming affordable. It is expensive.
Okay.
These Insta 360s are expensive.
Yeah,
This is $404 right here. This particular one right here.
What's it on sale for?
It's on sale. It was regularly $450. They're taking $50.
I got you.
50 something, $55 off.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they're taking $55 off of that.
Well, you know, when you talk about invisible selfie sticks, even the DJI action camera does that.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, let me stop sharing. We're not ready for that.
So
I'm back in the chat.
about with the Black Friday sales, like I said,
Hey, Jackson
Amazon.
RC, Eddie Nunez, what's good, man?
What's going on, Eddie? Eddie. But check it out.
Thanksgiving to you all.
Lawrence, I was telling you, if you check out when I had sent you some stuff showing you that Amazon was featuring the same
crazy deals.
The same deal as DJI on a few of those items that are on their Black Friday list. And it was basically while supplies last. So
yes, and I want to point this out. You have those people that come to you, and everyone who flies a drone has someone to come to you and ask, if I wanted to start, how could I start? You cannot start any cheaper than $300.
Yeah.
It's 2.7K, but remember, this person is asking you to they want to start a drone and see if they like it.
And it's funny that you say that because you were going to pay that for, say, like mid-level to top of the line on one of those drones.
Yeah, you're 100% right about that. DJI Mini SE2, yes, it only shoots in 2.7K, but when people ask you, how do I get started? You let them know, look, do you plan on doing this as a hobby or something? That's what I always ask. And if you just want to get into it and dabble, because
Mhm.
that's a key word tonight. You may hear that a few times. Dabble. Okay.
Right.
Um, the SC is more than sufficient.
Well, think about it. When you started, right, wasn't 2.7 the thing and 1080p?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was. It was. And $300 is a drop in the hole. Now, and I know most of you out there be like, yo, get the Air 2S, get the Air 3.
Well,
People be
yeah, I would suggest something like that, depending
I
on what
do
you're
that too
doing.
if you're going to do something productive with the drone over a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just going to put a battery in it and fly it on holidays,
Or
SC
every
is
now and
more than
then.
sufficient. Right,
Yeah,
but don't they have other stuff?
this
Doesn't
is
Amazon
okay.
have other stuff? This is another deal here.
Yeah, on
Uh,
the world's famous.
The Avata,
Yeah,
hey, they said Avata, salute.
and this same deal is on DJI's Black Friday.
$1,000 right now. If you were thinking about it or on the fence,
Jump
for
on it.
this is not a paid endorsement, but through DJI or Amazon. But if you were on the fence and considering getting it, $1,000. All right, one battery, motion controller. I
Mhm,
do know for a fact that a lot of people who
mhm,
did
mhm,
get a particular
mhm,
package are
mhm,
happy with the motion controller, but they
mhm.
also um
Would like the
got the
controller.
standard radio. They got the standard radio.
Okay, okay.
And it's not
The
so much.
radio is not that expensive.
No, that's why
With
they've gone
DJI.
and done it. So now they have both. Some people travel with just a stick, and then some guys may travel or work with the
You
radio.
know, I really thought this was a great idea for DJI. This drone here. I
Hmm.
didn't think it was going to be as big as it is. Uh, and when I say that, I mean as in size, but it's not a bad little size drone. I
And
didn't
this is the Avata
I
Pro
didn't think it was
combo.
going to become as big as it is popular wise either.
I
And it
had
seems
no
like it's
idea.
one of the most popular drone right now, next to the Humpty Dumpty drone.
Hmm.
You know,
But
some people
but
call it the POS, and so
yeah, yeah, a few people do. I wanted to point out though that I can't see the chat. Sorry, but the Avata Pro, this is the Avata Pro combo. And then they have one more
Jack
thing.
Rabbit. What's up,
Hey
Scott?
Scott, the DJI Mini
Mm-hmm.
3 combo.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
has
yeah, that one too. Mm-hmm.
$700. How much was this when it came out? They're pushing about,
I'm not exactly sure. It should say right.
yes,
Mhm.
it was pushing 800.
Right,
Regularly
because I know the
$799.
pro was $1,000.
Yeah, yeah. So this was $300 cheaper than that. So guys, look, if you're on the borderline, on the fence, I keep saying borderline, same thing. If you're on the fence as far as getting the Mini 3 or getting a drone, or somebody comes to you and says, I don't want to buy a drone that is expensive as yours.
Mm-hmm.
Can I start?
Well,
You have this
well,
one
it
here.
depends.
Right, right.
Well, it
Or
depends, Lawrence.
I want
Foot.
to I want to do
You say
something with it.
you say on the fence, right? Foot over or foot or just on the other
No,
side.
they teetering. They teetering. If the wind blew, they might fall some way.
What I'm saying is the foot over the other side of the fence on getting it,
Hoping. I'm
or is it
hoping when
still
they
on the
land.
same side of the climb?
Oh no, they're trying to step over, but they just need that extra push, you know.
Oh, okay.
But there, Amazon has these 3 deals for Black Friday, same deals as DJI. And check this out, because they're the same deal as DJI, you get it quicker.
You might be able to. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you might be able to get it quicker. Hey
Now
Scott,
I
still
will say
blind.
this,
Happy
and I don't
Thanksgiving,
know
everybody.
how much electronics guys buy, or
Hold
what your
on.
electronics needs are.
Hold on. Barkley says you can get the DJI Mini 3 combo at Costco for $429. Damn.
Yeah, I was just going to mention something to that, but not to the fact that Costco's, but with some of the places where we buy these products from,
Mm-hmm.
if you are if you purchase like from say like Best Buy and you're what is that, the Best Buy, I don't know what the hell they call it, a tech club, you know, your items that are like, I think was it $200 and above.
Yeah.
What's up, Scott?
Hey,
You will
Flying
get
Flynn.
you'll get an outrageous warranty with that. When I got the Mavic 3, I had months to return it after the whole initial debacle that they had with the whole with the refund and the warranties and all that time period with that drone.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's something about that tech program that they have, and they cover it. The warranty on it is better than what DJI is offering. I don't know how that happens, but
Exactly.
it
And
is what it
this is
is.
here's something slick too with their insurance of how they cover things. You have a natural 1 year
Mhm.
manufacturer's warranty. Okay. For those of you who don't know this, your DJI controller and or other peripherals usually only have a 6 month guarantee. Is that including your camera, Herman? If I remember right,
What?
on the drone.
Yeah,
Because
I think so. Yeah, because they say it's based on the price of the product, so it's a whole unit. It's not.
yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Chris, how
So
are you?
I didn't know if there was any stipulations because I know I got it when I got the television. I got into the whole thing and got the crazy warranty.
Yeah, you have the Superman warranty on that television. I don't blame you. If you hit the power button and it takes longer than 2 seconds to cut on, yo, my shit is broke. Yo, come, I need to replace it.
This is bright. You can see all the nice, pretty
Yeah,
colors.
I used to cover warranty on drones outside warranty time. Yes, they used to. That was
Who?
this quick cut says DJ. I used to cover warranty on drones outside of warranty time,
Oh
way
well.
way back when they didn't know any better. Good to
Well,
hear this.
they got the what's that? Your the thingy. The what they call that program they have. Their Care Refresh. Yeah, they have that.
Yeah, carry
The
fresh.
problem that I have with Care Refresh is that sometimes I'm like, okay, when I fly recreationally,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the places I fly, the drone may not be able to recover. When I fly, you all right
Yeah,
there? When I fly for work, the drone will become garbage when it smashes into the concrete or the scaffolding.
true, true, true. That's usually the situation,
And then Care
especially
Refresh,
as of late.
and then here's the thing: Care Refresh wouldn't be the insurance I would use.
True. You want it. Well, that's why we use State Farm here in New York. I don't.
No, because
Well,
the
no, not
the
on a job.
company, yeah, because that's a different insurance. That's interesting.
Yeah, you cannot use State Farm on a job. They tell you that your
Oh
small
no, you can't
items
use that.
policy
State
cannot
Farm won't insure
you
that.
can't claim it on you cannot claim it on a job. I know someone I'll try and find the sound bite, but someone called State Farm and asked State Farm if I'm working with my drone on a job and I
No,
crash the
can't do
drone,
that.
can I be paid for it? And the lady said you cannot be paid if you're using your drone to work with for insurance. It's a personal items insurance policy,
Mhm.
and you're not supposed to be making money on it. And if you were, I'm sure they'd be charging you a lot more than that.
What
State
for the
Farm
insurance?
refuses to do business with me in Massachusetts, Quick Cat says. It's
Oh,
$60 a
all right.
year here in New York. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says in Massachusetts they now
$60 for
quick
the
cat,
year.
hold on. I have to question his statement because it is the holiday and I'm feeling a little witty, but when you say they refuse to do business with you, is it because you were a prior customer and something went down, or I'm just being an ass, but I'm just wondering. I'm just joking. I'm doing it facetiously, so don't take it personal.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it is?
But there are parts of Brooklyn State Farm won't cover anything in.
Is
No
it?
insurance from
I don't
State
know
Farm.
about that.
Oh, they don't cover. They just don't cover.
They just don't cover, but I don't know
Yeah, they
about
don't
this
cover the
parts of
area. They
Brooklyn
don't
and
cover
State
nothing.
Farm don't cover. I don't know about that one.
You need.
Because State Farm, and I can tell you,
Oh, Smeghead. Salute you,
that's
sir.
not good. What's good, man? I'm trying to find the, and it's funny because if I had, here we go. I think this is it. It should be here. Is this it? No,
Is
it's
what
not.
it. Hey,
Uh,
Draymond, how are you? Commercial drone insurance run about
yeah.
600 per year per drone.
Um,
In California?
in California,
Yeah, because here in New
not
York,
New York, bro.
you want to hear
Nah,
how much it costs
no,
per year?
no,
Hold
not.
on, hold on, stop. I'm gonna give you a drum roll, Herman. You let them know how much it costs. Drone insurance, working commercial drone insurance is in New York.
Commercial drone insurance is a little expensive operating out of New York City.
You heard the little
It's
yeah, expensive.
little
That's
bit
not
more.
600.
And I
Yes,
actually went with your people, Draymond. Was it BWI?
yes, and we'd like to thank you,
And
Draymond,
they
for
have
pointing
this
us in the direction of drone insurance.
BWI New York that I have to that I'm dealing with, but it's a good insurance. I mean, I think so. I mean, they've been nice to me.
Oh, he says 1 million. Oh, he says that $600 a year is for 1 million liability and hull coverage.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I know what you mean.
yeah.
Not
We
New
had a well requirement here in New York State as a commercial, as a drone service
York.
provider, which we like to we call up, consider ourselves. You
Not
need a
New York.
minimum of $2 million insurance to fly any construction site.
Do
So
you?
yeah, yeah, anywhere from 2 to 5 million. I remember the guy. Because when we went to that meeting before they told us they were going to shit on us with the drone permits and all of that, and one of the guys there was like, "Yo, my company had to pay $5 million in drone insurance, and now
Uh-huh.
you're telling me I have to add
Well,
another."
it depends on where you are shooting. If you're doing sensitive stuff that's going to
Click
be
the like button,
that
guys.
a
What's
million
up?
dollars is not going to cover the damage, then sure.
Oh, yeah.
But um, flying a construction site where what the drone might bust you in the head, maybe somebody else in the head. That one guy,
Yeah.
nah, I know it's not $1 million worth of insurance needed.
But it's good. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing when you buy a Porsche. You never expect
Mm-hmm.
to take it to 190, but it's good to know you can do it.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal. The next time we go to work, let me run the drone clean into your head, and we could split the.
Hold on, hold on. The views and opinions tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat. Okay, I'm covered. I
we
don't
put
claim that one. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all you all out
we
there.
put in a claim for workers' comp and the whole nine. We
Oh, word. Wait a minute. What you wait? No, we can't do that. We can't do it. Now, you guys hear this?
stop it.
My word. Are you here?
Because I'm listening. Because I'm
Right?
going based upon you and what you're saying. That doesn't make sense. No, I wouldn't do that.
No, I know. You want a 2 million, Jody? Yes, you do want it. Correct. You do want a $2 million policy because By the time things go through, I'm thankful for being given thumbs so I can fly drones. Let's make it. I feel you on that one, man. I'm still a thumber. I'm
Thumbs.
trying to learn a pinch, but I wind up going back to thumbing when my heart starts beating fast. I let go. at
It's so much
FPV
easier to
wise.
pinch.
No, flying a camera drone, for some reason, I tend to, on the left stick, which is your elevation, I tend to either go down slowly or rise up slowly.
What,
Now,
when you're pinching?
yeah, when I'm pinching, but on
Uh-huh.
thumb, a lot better. You quick question out there. We'll put a poll out there. Do you guys pinch or thumb? Camera drone or FPV? But yeah, that's just me. And when, like, for example, when I flew Borum for that
Mhm,
first day,
mhm.
I wanted to fly pinch and I practiced on a simulator flying pinch and everything. When I got there, I went to
Uh-huh,
the
uh-huh.
thumbs. When I got there, I went to the thumbs. I chickened out. El Smeghead says pinchers rule, thumbers drool. Jody says he pinches. Jackrabbit, pinching is better. Pinch, quick cat. I know. Better control. And I know it is because one time my thumb slipped off and I was like, oh shit,
Mhm.
where's the stick? Flying FPV because you got the goggles on.
Because
But
you're sitting there, thumbers sit there.
at skills another pincher. Everyone out there pinches? Damn. Orbiting a subject is especially for what
Right,
with
especially for pinching.
pinching, yes. For
Orbiting, pinching.
nitro heli, you
Orbiting,
got to pinch.
elevating
Mhm.
or what do you call it? Damn.
Elevated helical, because Herman has a good move
But
that I
you
practice.
always
I
you
can't do it as
always
good as
gotta
you.
pinch.
But hold on, the move that I like that you do, I cannot do as well as you. When you're with your lady, do you do a pinch or thumb? Do you pinch or thumb? Definitely pinch.
Both.
But Herman has an elevating helical around the subject, raising up and spiraling around or reverse going down that he does. Draymond's a thumber. Thank you, Draymond. I felt left out here. Everybody else pinches and shit.
Mm-mm-mm. You know what's gonna happen, right? When the revolution comes, right?
They're gonna cut off my thumbs.
Both of y'all are gonna be on the other side of the fence.
You hear that, Draymond? You hear Dre? We got to stick together. Thumbers unite. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to you.
No,
It's
there
that
was a
time. It's time
question
for
here. Oh
dropping a
yeah, I
shot.
figured.
Time for dropping a shot. Every half hour, we gotta do this.
Hold on. I didn't get no alarm, so I don't know what you're talking about.
In 2 minutes.
Your clock is fast.
In 2 minutes. In 2
Yeah,
minutes.
it says here. Who asked that question here? Oh,
No,
I figured it would be him.
Warren says he's a pincher because the ladies love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The ladies, yeah.
El Smeghead, he's stupid. He said, I had to thumb a softie once. Now, El Smeghead, you're in Australia, and I want you to understand. I get where you're going. I know what you mean by that, but you're in Australia, and we're here in the United States, and here in the United
not
States,
in Australia.
A softie may be considered something else.
I don't know if he's in Australia.
Aren't you in Australia? I thought he was in Australia for some reason. Marcel, how are you, man?
What's up, Marcel?
How are you recovering, Marcel?
Jumping jacks yet?
Jumping
jacks yet?
Is he doing jumping jack? He's in the UK. Why did I think he was in Australia with Tim Jackson and Rob Masters? Okay, he has that Australian humor. That's what it is.
Well, humor is humor.
Yeah, I know.
Some dudes is just funnier than others.
I knew El Smeghead was off the hook when he did that Superman thing, coming out of the cabana.
Okay, now
we were on vacation with that Superman.
That was funny. Now it's 5:30. So do what you got to do.
Okay, here we go.
For drone news and tech talk, tune in on Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday night with those guys.
And Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those
Those
guys.
guys.
Salute. Happy Thanksgiving. Hoo-hoo.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's coming up
If,
tomorrow, right?
or
So,
if it's humor or humor.
so what is it that you're looking forward to eating tomorrow, man?
Me,
Mhm.
um, to be on, well, and you know what? It's not really Thanksgiving for me because Herman says I eat more turkey than the average bear, but turkey wings
Lawrence
tomorrow.
eats turkey like 7 times a year, if not more.
That's not true. I eat turkey at least twice or 3 times a month.
Okay, so that's more than what I'm saying.
Stevie, happy Thanksgiving, bro, to
What's
you
up,
and
Steve?
your family.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, man. Lawrence eats his share of turkey monthly. To turn around and eat it on Thanksgiving,
Yep. Yes, definitely. And what you guys out there, they said their favorite dishes. Jody said pizza. A few guys had some different things out there, but me personally, out of the entire turkey, it's the turkey wing.
Mhm.
Turkey breast I can get any time of the year.
Okay.
Us Brits have our turkey on Christmas Day. That's the way we get another 4 weeks of fattening them up.
Oh,
Smart.
okay. You know what I like doing for Christmas? I did it
What's your favorite?
last year.
What?
I did a prime rib last year.
Remember. I remember.
Came out great.
And how many hours did you cook that for?
I don't even remember.
I'd rather General
I
Sal.
do a reverse sear.
You, to be honest, Quick Cat says I'd rather General Gao chicken, but I think he means General So's chicken.
A
Any
General
day.
Toast chicken.
Yeah, General To's or So's chicken every day. Not every day, any
You
day.
mean with the you know it's funny, they throw sesame seeds on it and call it sesame chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And then try to reword it in the menu.
Mm-hmm. They'll sell you the same thing with seeds on it.
Uh-huh.
The same thing with seeds on it.
You know what? I wanted
Hey
to get
Stevie, what's your favorite? And no. Now I have to add something
what?
because I'm getting ready to ask Stevie. What's Stevie? Capture Life Connection. What's your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving? I have to add to turkey wings pasteles.
Uh-huh.
It's a Spanish food. You guys don't know it. It's made with yuca and banana leaf. It's wrapped in banana leaf and things like that. And I've been eating pasteles for wow. Next month I'll be 60. I've been eating them since I was about 13. I can smell it and tell you if it's good. That's how long I've been eating them. You know the Puerto Rican Day Parade, Herman? They have people selling pateles all up and down the parade route. I can walk by and tell you if your shit tastes good or not.
Uh-huh.
That's how there's like 2 cups of sugar in some recipes. Damn. They
What
talk about
happened?
cranberries.
Who?
I make cranberry and mayonnaise sauce. See, now y'all getting all fancy and stuff.
Uh-oh. Look out.
Now you're getting all fancy and stuff. All right, all
Look
right.
out.
But if you covered Felton Sesame Street, Sesame Street chicken, covered
Uh-oh.
in felt, and it's a Sesame Street chicken. Wow, I'm
I'm gonna
scared.
leave,
It's,
I'm gonna
it's
leave that
covered in
alone.
food. And
I don't know what that is. I mean,
never
Sesame
seen food covered
Street
in felt.
was somebody just trying to be funny.
and see
Sesame
if somebody
Street
and see if
chicken.
somebody will buy it.
They have that?
Sesame Street chicken. I listen.
Or is that
Go.
Sesame
Coming
chicken?
from El Smeghead, you got to question sometimes.
Sesame Street chicken. The only thing I could possibly think that could possibly I know you didn't kill Big Bird, did you? Because that's the only
Now
bird
that's
on
nasty,
Sesame Street.
Marcel. Did you see what Marcel put? That's nasty. He
All right.
said they make a pizza every holiday with turkey stuffing and cranberry. You were cool with the turkey and stuffing, but the
Oh,
cranberry, oh,
oh,
and a cranberry pizza.
hold on. What happened now?
And Marcel, and this
Mm-hmm.
is in Canada, keep in mind, up
Okay.
across the border, they make a pizza every holiday, turkey and stuffing, and then they have a cranberry pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
You
Belters,
know, you know what? You know
we
what?
know that El Smeghead. He says plush is the fabric you make Muppets out of. That's why we were questioning. Is there
You
really a vendor that sells
hold,
Sesame Street chicken and felt?
hold, on, hold on. Let's rewind this whole thing because there's
Yeah.
two things I wanted to address. Because it happens even right here in Brooklyn. There's a two pizzerias here in Brooklyn that seem to have
Oh,
uh,
no cranberry sauce. Okay, my
now.
bad.
Here's the thing. I've never gone into like an Italian restaurant or stuff like that or a pizzeria, and they've
Yeah.
tried to recreate the fucking hamburger or like or like chicken wings and French fries and shit like that. I've never seen them try to do that, or chicken fingers or something like that. I've never
Yeah.
seen them do that. I've never seen them try to recreate the pork chop. They just
Stop. You almost made me spit on the TV, man.
they make Italian food, right?
Right. And they stick with what they
Everybody
know.
everybody tampers with the pizza and still calls it pizza. I'm concerned.
Yeah, I understand totally.
Like we got a spot here in Brooklyn. You can get fucking jerk chicken on the shit, oxtails
Yeah.
on your pizza. That's
Oxtail.
not pizza.
No, it's not. No, I'm sorry. If you put a
That's a
bone,
sandwich.
you put a bone on a pizza.
No, there's
It's,
no bone. They take the bone
oh,
out.
oh, they take the
But you know
bone.
how hard you have to work to get the meat off of the bone of an oxtail?
What is that? A $10 slice?
Probably. I've never gone.
Probably. Probably the average slice in New York City goes anywhere from $3 to about $8.
So there's got to be more than $10 for the slice then.
Yeah, yeah. For oxtail too. Big
Come
Bird
on.
was.
Now,
All right,
this El
we need to go
Schmeghead thing
on.
with Big
Yeah,
Bird,
we need to go on. We need to let them have fun in the chat. Click the
yeah,
like button, guys, if you haven't already.
yeah, we're gonna move on because if you check out the title, Insta 360, right?
Yeah,
Ah,
nice looking camera.
Insta 360 aces it, huh? Or did they? Whoa,
Yo,
action ready AI enhanced technology. Let's talk about it.
go for it.
Because it's kind of warm in here. The Insta 360, right? We
They're
were talking
dropping a
about.
shot.
No, it is a little warm in here. Insta 360, right, talks about having 4K at 120 frames per second slow mo, right?
Yes.
They're talking, right? Okay.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. They also have this what is it, 2.4-inch flip screen? Nice,
Mhm.
right? And we're talking about not only mentioning the Insta 360 and what those things are mentioned, but we're talking about the Ace and the Ace Pro. Now, let's get into it because we're talking about, like I said, the 2.4-inch flip screen, the
Mhm.
Ace with the half-inch sensor, and the Ace Pro with the 1/1.3 sensor. And
Yep.
that has a Leica Summit
Yeah.
sensor. Okay,
Yes. One
okay.
third sensor.
Yeah,
First, I
one,
want to
one,
get
one,
into the
one for Tito's. Tito's is that one. Is that one?
okay.
Yeah,
Tito's one.
yeah.
Herman,
Tito's one.
Herman. Okay. Well,
Okay, like I
hey,
said,
hey.
like a Summit lens in it, and it shoots in the was it this that HDR. We all know that features all in there, and they have a zoom, and in the regular, the Ace is a regular zoom. What was it, a regular, I believe, is the regular digital zoom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the I don't know, they use some funny terminology when they talk and they label stuff, because you're talking about the pro, right? And they talking about zoom with this clarity zoom. So it's some
Hmm.
funky tricks and trade that they got going on with this thing here.
It's their
Uh,
version of Zoom,
yeah,
just like their version of night
yeah,
mode is called it
yeah.
was called something
They got
else.
they got a lot of things going on with this thing, but pure video, right, is powered by a 5 nano AI chip. This here is good for reducing the noise and enhancing. This is good for what you this is what you're talking about, the brightness,
Yeah.
of the shooting. One of the things that jumps out the most is also the fact that just like with what DJI did, they have this magnetic mounting. I don't know if you saw that in the
Yeah,
video,
they have a
but they
magnetic.
have,
It's
yeah,
magnetic and a clip. So
yeah,
even
it was, yeah,
if
both of them have that. The same of them
it was
have
to
that.
get jarred, it's still held in by the clip.
Yes, the DJI has the same thing on there. You have to squeeze and pull the magnet. So,
Well, they launched it this morning,
yeah. Well, no, they launched this. This was yesterday.
yesterday.
This is
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Okay.
I checked this out yesterday. They have what we call here flow state stabilizer. This is for your smooth video.
Well, as Stevie says, he's
Yeah,
liking what he sees so far. I'm going to go into that in
and
a
they
little more detail
also,
later
Lawrence,
on.
it erases the selfie stick erase. We were talking about that before.
Hmm.
And this AI warp that it also is another feature on it. And
Yeah.
one of the things that we talk about an action cam, and this is, I think, why DJI went back to the old camera structure of a
Yeah.
more rugged build. And this here has a rugged build, and it's waterproof up to 33 feet in I guess with no waterproof
They're
protection.
going deeper and deeper with these action cams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
With
yeah.
a
And
case, without a case.
rapid charge as
Yeah.
fast as up to 80% in 22 minutes. You know, what else does it have? It
Well, I could
shoots
go.
time lapse. There's a whole lot of things we can get into with this thing here. But
Well, there's something I want to bring up.
what stands out the most to you on it? Because there's other features I can get into that's on it.
I'll tell you exactly what stands out. What's attractive to Stevie, Capture Life Connection, and also the fact that the Insta 360 Ace has a half-inch sensor, but at a half inch, it delivers 6K at 30 frames per second. They both deliver 4K at 120. But
Mm-hmm.
the smaller version without the flippable screen, which is the
Mm-hmm.
Insta Ace Pro that has the two-inch screen or whatever the size screen is, that
Mm-hmm.
one has a 1/3 sensor, which is slightly bigger, of course, than a
Right.
half inch. And that one has video in 8K 24 frames per second,
Right.
which means I'm sure you could drop it down to 6K 30 or maybe even 6K 60. I don't know. I'd like to see one. It is an attractive camera. I like the fact that it also comes with a remote.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a blurred picture of it because you know how they do. They obstruct um stuff, but this is a watch band or a watch
Mm-hmm.
version, a wearable version of where you can control the camera itself as
Mm-hmm.
well as use this as a preview screen. So like right
Well,
here, it
that's
shows
actually what it is. It's a preview screen
yes,
for
but you
you.
can control certain functions on the camera as well.
Right. It's a preview screen that allows you to be able to do certain things and before it goes into edit. There's a lot of things that the camera does edit wise
Yes.
that it's ridiculous. The things that stand out to me on this is the fact that it can connect to your Garmin and your you iPhone people.
Anything Garmin, meaning GPS,
Right.
for
And
those Republicans that are not here in the
you can
United
actually
States.
use some of the features to stamp your videos and stuff like that.
Right, you
And
can stamp your
right,
features with metadata, which is great. Your metadata will show you are at so and so location at so and so altitude. It'll show the camera perimeters, and if we have time at sometime, if we have time later on, we'll probably show some metadata that we actually are asked to deliver. But that's towards the end of the stream. But I think it's a great camera. You have the choice of 6K at 30 or 8K at 24. Listen.
and the fact that I really don't know how much input Leica has, but the fact that Leica is
I see Leica on mirrorless cameras.
the mere fact that Leica is involved in building the lens, and I don't know how deep they go into the sensor, but the lens for this camera, you're in the right place, because
Yeah.
Leica is the standard on lens. You know, if I would never, if purchasing lenses, you don't want to buy them lenses and stuff like that. It's bad enough having to buy Sigma lenses. I don't know. It's up in the air to me. Depends on the lens, because
It depends on the lens and the person.
buying a Panasonic lens to a Sigma, I may get a lighter lens from the Panasonic. I just don't know which one is better.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Because Sigma does make some very good lenses.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the names, but I believe you when you say it, because I
Well,
go
like I said, like
A&H
like
photo.
Leica is like the, I don't know, for certain things I would say like the Aberdeen proving grounds or whatever you would call it.
Okay. But it shows that they're going away from the standard DJI, Hasselblad, and I guess everyone has a company they want to use.
Well, Leica is involved in a lot more than say like just say like how DJI uses Hasselblad. Leica is a if you see like on certain things, it would tell you like on a lens, it's compared to like Leica, and it's a very good it's a very good camera. I was gonna put it at that. And you can't go wrong with this camera. Insta360 is a very good area. There's a lot of good reviews out there on it. And from what I've seen, I mean, I've watched a couple of reviews, and from what I've seen, just based on their video alone, Insta360's video for the launch, I like what I saw. The way that flip screen, I don't have my camera here for you to see,
Yeah.
but a lot of cameras, and I notice this, like a lot of guys like to shoot with Sony, and I don't know what Sony's doing now, but a lot of times Sony's flip screen, that was like one of the things that they didn't do well as far as camera. They did a lot of other things very great, very well, but the flip screen was one of their downfalls. And
Right.
when you get into something like, I shoot Lumix, Panasonic.
Mhm.
They may not have the greatest autofocus, but they're more video centric than a lot of the other cameras that are out there. The flip
Right.
screen, depending on the camera that you're buying, and
Hmm.
like, everybody jumped on, this new camera they came out a couple years ago. The newest one came out just this year.
Yeah.
Um, the flip screen on it can flip around so you can actually see what you're doing if you're filming yourself, You understand what I'm saying to you on what's happening, and depending on how you set your dials and stuff on the camera, you know what settings is what. You can see what you're setting on the camera. Is
Right.
and that's what I liked about the way they did this camera. So like if you're shooting, you can see what's actually what you're shooting.
You can make adjustments and tune it as opposed to
Move the camera to
Osmo.
where you need it to be.
And like the Osmo had that thumb size screen on the Osmo one.
Yeah,
If you
well
put up your
they
thumbnail,
slightly improved that.
well, okay, all right, I'm exaggerating. I said if you put up your thumb, but if you took a postage stamp, that's about the size of the screen.
But it made your eyes better.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it damn sure did. It
Or
lets you
did it make your memory better? Because you know you hit the wrong button the last time, so it's the one to the left.
right. So now you know, automatically move to the right.
Hey AJ,
Hey Angie, what's up? Happy Thanksgiving.
what's going on, Angie? Oh man, yeah, you funny with that one, Lawrence.
But
No,
it
but
is about the screen is almost about the size. I felt it was if I put my thumb over it, I could cover the screen.
mm. No, but seriously, with this action camera, right, when you're shooting with it, you can pause and resume video as you're shooting.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's another good feature to it. The
Mm-hmm.
fact that you could pause in the middle of shooting something, make
Mm-hmm.
adjustments, and pick up where you left off. You can't do that with GoPro and DJI right now.
No, you can't. Once you stop the video, you stopped it.
Right, right. So I'm sure it's going to do well. The fact that they jumped into the action cam game, um,
You know, it's another big feature that is on it, and I guess this works the same thing with post edit that most people would do with shooting with regular cameras and stuff like that, or at any time you could do it in a post edit. But with this, you can choose your aspect ratio after you shoot.
see, that's nice, and that has to do with cropping and all of that. That's I like that a lot.
Mhm.
Choose it after. You may have shot it in 4:3 and figured you might want to convert it to 16:9
Mhm.
or vice versa. But
16 by 9.
look
16
at
by 9.
8K, then think about it. But at 6K and 8K, you don't mind cropping in on something that detailed
Of
because I
course
do
not,
it with
because
the five.
but that's the reason for shooting that way.
Mm-hmm. To
That is
shoot
the
so high,
main
so
and
you can
almost
crop
only
in.
the only reason for shooting in that high resolution.
I know that, and it's for that reason on my Air 2S. All I shoot video in 5K so I can crop down on it in 16:9 or whatever I'm using.
Now let me ask you this,
Yeah.
and this is the one thing that I've always tried to make you understand. Do you see the difference between using that and fucking 4K 60 and doing the same thing?
Yes.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
What do you mean?
On the
And
software
you mean
version you're using,
you're asking can I
no,
see the
you
difference
don't.
between 460 and 4K 60 and the
No, you
5K?
don't. Not after you finish rendering the video. No, you don't.
Oh, after no resolution loss. I agree, Jim. The vast majority on YouTube views are by cell phones at 1080, so why do you need 8K? It's cropping features, else Meghead. When you look at a football game or sports game, soccer, football, in TV, most sports games are shot in 8K. So when they zoom in on that player, or they zoom in on the ball, or they zoom in on that play to watch an instant replay,
And
you
they're and they're shooting in high frames per second. They also want to be able to see and have slow mo and instant replay
right,
and all these things. But
right.
what I'm saying to you is that you're not getting any better view than 4K.
True.
And there's nothing really lost in if you did what you were doing in 4K.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Now you gave me an idea to do with the Air 2S, John Olson. Well, I don't know how you were shooting with your Air. John Olson just got he just got an Air
Whatever.
2S. So, I don't
What
know
do you
how you're
got?
shooting with your Air 2S, but when I first got my Air 2S, I only shot in 5K and I
Mhm.
always rendered it down to 4K 60.
See,
Now I
point.
only shoot in 4K 60. Welcome, East Coast.
See, 5K is like a weird spot.
It is.
5K is like, say, take your 49-inch monitors.
It's not an even number. It's not a number you can square off.
All I'm saying to you, take your 49-inch monitors, right, that they have, like these ultra-wide curved monitors.
Mm-hmm.
They have more pixels this way than a 4K television, 4K monitor.
Right.
But this way, vertically, they don't.
I
That's why
got
it's
you.
a crop. It's a squeeze work. Now, if that was
Okay.
taller, you can fit the pixels, you can get to
Mm-hmm.
4K. That's why if you look at a 4K monitor, you have a monitor with a screen,
Right.
your 1440s are
Mm-hmm.
in those ultra wides, but they're narrow
Yeah. Yeah,
screen.
I did notice that. Hey, Ray Kelly, how are you? Happy
Think think
Thanksgiving.
of think of it in the same context. That's why if you go into the store, right? You ask them, well, where's your 8K television? They're gonna show you that massive screen over there in the back because it's
Uh-huh.
doubling out the 4K television. It's twice the size. As years went on, they've been able to make some of these televisions into smaller boxes. I remember when you weren't able to get less than what is it? There was shit, you couldn't even get a 32-inch 4K.
Right. And once again, that's that in-between number.
What, the 32-inch?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I would love to Catskill Brad. I would love to give everybody a blue wrench, but I do not control the stream.
Oh,
Herman would have
a
to do
blue
that.
wrench?
Yeah.
Well, a blue wrench is a moderator, and these are guys like Gary, who is not here, who usually watches what's going on in the chat. I don't think a blue wrench gives you any other privilege than anybody else. Actually, the guys who have a blue wrench can't win any prizes or contests on the stream because they're actually moderators and involved in the stream.
I have a 55-inch 4K TV. Still looks no clearer than my 1991 CRT.
Okay, I
Smeg,
believe you.
El Smeghead, I think it's time to check for glaucoma. Um, because
I believe you. I mean, is this television that you're talking about like a plasma?
right. Is that a 55-inch plasma? Maybe. Blue wrenches are for the ones they trust. No, stop it. Stop, Jims.
See, Jim's Jones
Herman,
almost got one.
no, stop, Jims, because Herman will tell you I trust no one. Right, Herman? Herman will tell you. Herman will tell you in a
But
second.
Lawrence don't trust no one.
I try.
Like the guy who owns the place could be telling Lawrence something, and Lawrence would be like, "Yo, this guy, man, he told me some bullshit. You know, he's lying to me. We're gonna go in there and they're gonna give us some hassle." I'm like, "Yo, the guy said we can come in, right?"
Hey, I've been corrupted. Can you start over? What's up, Gary?
Oh no, Gary.
Thanksgiving, Gary. Even
No,
though
no,
you're in
Gary.
Canada.
You late. You're late. You're late. It's time for a happy Thanksgiving shot.
Time. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Gary.
happy.
We've been
Yeah,
doing
the
it right on
bell's
the
ringing.
dot.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
I thought
those
you had the
guys.
button.
Salute.
For drone news and tech talk, tune in on Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To Wednesday night with those guys.
Yeah, I can't do too much of that.
Yeah, you didn't see me look at the glass?
Yeah, but no, the Insta 360. I watched everything it had on it. I saw with the specs. There's a couple of different
It's a very interesting camera. Guys, please click that like button.
You know,
Gary is going to get angry at you.
I would get it. I don't have a need for it. Lawrence is the action cam dude.
Yeah, to be honest,
I mean, I do, but
to be honest with you,
I would have to get into like doing all my little creative things, like mounting stuff here and putting things here.
yeah, like mount the camera on the side of the car or the hood of the car, stuff like that. Ron and I did that. We did a run upstate New York.
And he put
his
camera
GoPro.
on the hood.
He put his GoPro. He had a suction cup with a GoPro holder. He put it on the front of the car, and I flew FPV up a road while in a car. I want to let you know this was my first time ever driving, but ever flying FPV while being driven in a car on turns. All I can say is it happens like this. You're going straight, and then the drone makes a left turn, and then all of a sudden, while the drone is around that turn, all of a sudden your body goes left turn because there's a delay. See, it's not easy on a straightaway. That's child's play. I could do it on a straightaway, but following S turns and things like that, he followed my drone in
They
a
had
car.
a name for that, you know.
What? What?
It's usually found in kids.
Point seatbelt?
It's usually found in kids that grow like to be like 6 feet by the time they're like 12.
What? What?
Like their brains can't catch up to their body yet, so they kind of clumsy.
What is it called?
I'm not getting in trouble for not being politically correct.
I had my hand on the button. I was waiting. I was waiting for you to hit it. I was waiting for you to say, "Hey, Steven Drones, how are you?" I was waiting for you to say it, and you didn't see me lean forward.
No, you got the giraffe disease. Like you ever see a baby giraffe is trying to get up, but they can't, and it's like
GoPro Action 4 does suck big time.
Yeah,
I got you. But anyway, getting back to that action cam, it is very, very impressive to be able to shoot
how impressive
6K at 30 frames, 4K at 120 for slow motion. The price range, I think they're asking $500 for it.
Oh, the price range. You want to get into the price?
Yeah,
You
because
really want to get into the price?
That will make or break whether you do.
No, because the price range, I don't think the price is bad at all. You're talking about for the Ace, they're asking $379.99 for the Ace, and for the Pro, the Ace Pro, $449.99. That is not bad.
Okay. All right. And that's for what they're giving, for what they're offering, that really, really isn't too bad. $449. I would probably go with the Ace because flying FPV, I don't need no extra parts and screens flipping and stuff.
Flippy screens?
As a social media creator where I walked around with my
camera, you might want flippy screens.
Then I would want the flippy screen, right, to center myself, to center shots and stuff like that. But flying FPV or B-roll, like I'll put the camera at the top of the stairs. Here's an idea, guys, for B-roll in New York City. You put the camera at the top of the stairs, then you run back down the stairs, and you catch yourself running up the stairs on the camera. That's what I would use it for.
Now, you know what I'd like to know?
Stuff like that.
And I've seen this shot before. Somebody has, it looks like, okay, like the person is eating food, right? And they're
Yeah,
putting food into their mouth, and you can see the food going into their mouth. How do they get the camera in their mouth?
dude, I don't want to know. I'm under the impression it's one of those pen cams. It's one of those
Yeah.
pen cams that, on a telescopic or whatever. But I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Canadian gyms droning, I don't know. Converted to Canadian, I have no idea. Oh shit. 449 was with tax, 689 in Canadian. Damn.
Damn. Don't buy it in Canada.
Yeah, right. Can you or Gary, can you, Jim, or you, Gary, go to the Canadian border and have someone toss the box across the border or something?
Like distract the guy and just throw
Just sit down.
and flip it behind him while he's talking. Like, yo, look, see the weather. Just toss the box like that.
I've had a car. Oh, yo, I remember that Ellis Smeghead.
But
He said he had a camera in his mouth before called the 808 16 keychain. I brought a bootleg version of that camera. Herman,
don't tell me.
hold on, hold on, hold
Spew
on.
ink in your mouth.
No, it's a camera. You stupid. Spewed ink. Hold on. I have a key fob on
You
my.
gotta wrap it around your
Shame.
tongue.
Okay. You see this key fob right here?
Uh-huh. Right.
And you see the size of the key.
Mhm.
This fob, if I remember, Elsmeg had correct me, it was slightly bigger than this, the camera. It was a keychain camera that you're supposed to be able to use at any time, and people were putting it on the FPV bird. The problem was there was no stabilization, so it looked like you heard the $6 million man theme. She's burning up, she's burning up, and the camera's shaking, and that's what it looked like, the footage. But
Wow.
I remember that. He mentioned that. All the border crossings to New York are closed today. Gary says.
Wow.
Wow. Hey Bill, what's up? Bill's coast to coast. Anyway, we got to get back on course because we still got two more dropping the shots.
On course. You
we still
off
got two more
course?
dropping the shots. You know what? I'm gonna cheat and take one now.
Look at you. Look at you. You gotta put more in there now.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Greedy. But
Yes,
you know,
El Smeghead says that's about right. I remember that. Yeah, Herm.
Lawrence, what's going on here? Oh, well,
Click the like button, guys.
we always talk about all kind of joints here, and when it comes to the using drones, and one of the things that we are seriously on top of is NYPD, because they talk a lot of shit and don't stand behind what they mean. And one of the things that I saw that came up once again, because I remember when we covered on August 2nd,
Okay.
on Wednesday night with those guys, 215, the ACLU was talking about the same thing.
Right.
It seems that with the increase of use of drones by the police department. Now we're talking NYPD. With the increasing use of the police drones with the NYPD, despite their the public privacy fears, and to me personally, I'm one of those people who are a believer of the fact that if you're in public, there is no privacy.
True.
But when it comes to the police and surveillance, you understand what I'm saying?
When is your privacy being invaded?
Right, but it's a little different when it comes to the police and surveillance. And I'm looking at
this part.
What?
I've been waiting for this part.
As we look, to leverage, drones for business, The NYPD is looking to leverage drone technology for surveillance and other police work, and we all notice that they need them for recreating accident scenes and stuff like that. And I mentioned the ACLU because the ACLU came up with an incident that had happened. We had covered, and I said to you back on August 2nd, with the Baltimore Police Department and their usage of drones, and how they were using drones, and the ACLU's fear of what could possibly happen with some of the footage that is captured with the drones. But like we were talking now about the NYPD and
Yes.
their as like I said, we use the technology for business, and the police are using it also for business, but they're using it for surveillance. And there are, with since your mayor, believe it or not.
So he's got to be my mayor.
Yeah, well, because he's the mayor of New York City. He's not, I don't pay him no mind. He's just there, But the Mayor Adams of New York City, since he introduced his Gestapo tactics for the usage of drones in New York City, where you have to pay him to fly, or you can't fly. Believe it or not, the increase.
What happened?
The increase in the usage of the police drones has increased, and from what I'm understanding, and from what I read, that it has increased in the first quarter of this year substantially from last year of 2022. But lawmakers in Albany have no problem with them using these drones for, seeking out, and dealing with people who break the law and criminals that you're trying to chase and apprehend. But they do have a problem with our civil liberties.
Yeah.
And Channel 7 News has a whole story on where they came discussing, have spoken with Mayor Adams on some of the issues dealing with these with the drone usage. So check out what Channel 7 referencing Channel 7 and what they had to say, and their report and the usage of drones. But check out this report from Channel 7.
In the state of New York.
Lawmakers in Albany now
how's audio?
limiting the use
Turn it
of
up a little bit.
obvious benefit, finding lawbreakers, but in the process, our civil rights getting violated.
It is a controversial and very charged issue, especially with more police departments using drones than ever before. Eyewitness News reporter Zipline Kim live in Union Square with the drone debate. Zipline.
Here in New York.
Bill and Sandra, when that riot broke out here at Union Square, we saw how drones played a huge part. Several of them were launched in the middle of the chaos. But critics say protecting people's safety should not come at the cost of protecting people's privacy. From the mayhem in Union Square to the parking garage collapse in Lower Manhattan to Shark Patrol, drones are being deployed more and more by law enforcement agencies. But some are concerned that data captured by law enforcement drones could lead to an invasion of privacy.
When there is a natural
coming to a town near you,
catastrophe or an emergency, we should be able to deploy the latest technology to pinpoint what that danger is. But at a concert or a community event, when there's no threat and we are interacting with each other and we expect that privacy to be guarded, no third party should be able to have access to those conversations, our images, our families and friends.
State Assembly member Ron Kim is the co-sponsor of a bill in Albany that would place restrictions on law enforcement's use of drones. Critics are concerned that drone surveillance ability is limitless. Former NYPD Chief of Detectives and ABC News contributor Bob Boyd says not using drones would be the real threat to public safety.
We need to embrace this technology.
Kim says his bill would require police to obtain a warrant in
check
certain
your phone.
situations.
If people are peacefully protesting and there is no viable threat, people still have the First Amendment rights.
Chief Boy says there are rules in place requiring a warrant before monitoring certain groups or activities.
We already have the handshoe agreement where we're bound to comply with it, to understand that this is what, you have to go through a series before you monitor any political activity. That's already in place.
Through a spokesperson, the New York State Police saying the unmanned aircraft provided significant cost savings when compared to our manned aircraft, offer reduced response times, and can be used in dangerous situations and environments, including natural disasters, keeping troopers out of harm's way.
We would never do anything that's going to violate.
You're a bum.
That's meanwhile in
phony.
Israel, where he's visiting technology.
You're a big phony.
Some countries outside of Israel and others use technology that just will not fit in America's belief on privacy. We're not going to allow that to happen.
Now, the bill sponsors say the other concern is third-party private entities that can profit from our information, public information being out there. Law enforcement experts say
Can I speak after this video?
Oh, you can.
Okay. Let me stop the video, go back to the chat room. I want you guys to watch this video, and I want you to watch it over because it's coming to your town, village, city, wherever.
Not
Eventually.
necessarily. Lawrence is about to panic, everyone.
I'm not going to panic. I just want to say, first of all, when does it get to a point where the police are violating your privacy, your private rights as a citizen? Because as a police officer, hey, God bless America, welcome, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well. Getting back to what I was saying, I don't want to go squirrel, but when does the invasion of privacy start and where does it end? Because right now in New York City, where I live, I can see the police go up on a roof and launch their drone in a neighborhood where there's a lot of crime or in the direction.
They're in public view.
Right, because it's in public view. But ask yourself this, you as drone pilot, you as a citizen, if you're walking down the street and they're surveying an area because of criminal activity or whatever, where do they cross the line? Where is this going to go in the drone community? Where is this going to go? The point I'm trying to make, Herman, is people are complaining, you're invading my privacy. Flying this drone over my head to go look at a guy selling loose cigarettes or joint.
Okay. And
right. That's where I want to go. That's where I want to.
Okay, I see what you're saying, and I'll kind of go like to something like what the ACLU was saying. It's okay for you to deploy the drone because you have a call that states we have a guy or a gentleman, whatever, in the process of committing a crime, and we've dispatched these drones for surveillance. I understand that you have a parade or a crowd incident, and you dispatch these drones for surveillance.
Right.
But on the way from the ground to your staging point to where you need to film that.
Right.
If you caught in that video Mr. Jimmy across the street slap his wife. No, it may sound crazy to you or funny, but now is the drone going up tomorrow night to look in Mr. Jimmy's window to see if he slaps his wife?
Right. Well, here's the perfect situation.
Without a warrant.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to give everyone in the chat a situation that someone explained to me. Okay, you are walking down the street, hypothetically, and the police see you talking to someone. The guy asks, do you have a lighter? They see you talking to a guy that they're following or surveying. Okay, you with me so far? Does it become an invasion of privacy after they arrest a guy or before they arrest?
There is no invasion of privacy.
Because when you're in the public, it's all fair game. And this is what
There is no invasion of privacy. That's why the scenario that I gave you makes better sense.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but
you understand what I'm saying to you? We're not looking
line cross.
We just happen to catch that.
Right.
Now, are you surveilling this man without a warrant tomorrow because you can? And those are the things that they're looking to stay on top of. And like if you look at the video, if you listen from the video, there are certain police procedures with the drones they need a warrant to do.
This is true. Back from the sky, I'm not worried about my privacy. But there are people out there that say
don't say that because you could be Mr. Jimmy that I had just mentioned, no matter what the situation could be.
But let me finish explaining. When is that? The point I'm trying to make is, when is that line crossed where the police invade your privacy? Because living in New York City, it is a logistical statistic that if you get off the A train at 42nd
That's
Street,
not what they're talking about.
But this is where I'm going.
That's what you want to talk about, but that's not where they're going.
No, that's not where they're going. But I'm just saying, when does it come to a point where they're invading your privacy? I
just told you.
Aloha, Sky Control. How are you over in Hawaii?
I just told you. Surveillance without a warrant.
Right. But here they say in order to do certain surveillance, they need a warrant.
Right. If it's a crime in play, then I can dispatch.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you caught Mr. Jimmy slapping his wife once again on your departure to where you needed to capture those two criminals or whatever it may be, you happen to catch that across the street. Are you going to surveil Mr. Jimmy without a warrant tomorrow to see
agree.
if he has a domestic violence problem in his house?
I agree with you, and I agree with El Smeghead. What's privacy anyway? You don't.
I just told you.
No. I'm just agreeing with you guys, but my point is there are people out there that are trying to question this, and I'm like, where are you going? You're not going to win. You can't win.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about you, Jim Dronin. I was just
No, he's being facetious. Well, I got to cut the fan on. Alcohol kicking in.
No, it's just hot.
That's what it is. It's warm in New York. In fact, let me see what the temperature is.
60 degrees. And they got the heat up for like 40.
It's 60 degrees. It's Thanksgiving Eve, and everybody is cooking. Everyone where I live is cooking for Thanksgiving tomorrow, and yeah, it is hot. Well, what is the temp? Wow, it's 60 where you are.
It's almost 60 degrees.
Okay, all right. I'm looking at 52 where I'm at, but all right, that's neither here nor there.
I'm glad it's good over there. But you know what?
I'm about to open the screen door, man. I cut the fan on, but damn.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what, Lawrence? Yeah, we disappeared to.
I'm here.
You standing
here. I just had to open the screen door, man.
All right. I'm about to open the
privacy in public. 100% right.
What happened?
Sky Control Production says there is no privacy in public.
You're right, for the general people walking around.
Yes. Now, if you're under surveillance, that's a different story.
But when they want to do surveillance on a specific subject for a reason, now warrant's necessary.
Back from the Sky has a valid point. Also, it's the same argument when you are out filming the public and you're out filming the public and they tell you can't film them. Of course you can because there's no expectation of privacy.
Understandable. Like once again, I'll go back into it.
No, we have to remember that there's a delay.
The police will get a call, right? And then the ACLU use this as an example. The
American
police get a
Civil
call,
Liberties Union.
right? The police will get a call that there's a crime in progress, however many surveillance it may be, whoever it may be, assailants it may be, whatever it is. We got to dispatch a drone or two, whatever. From the ground to where we're going, if we happen in that footage to capture anything else, does it spark an investigation without a warrant? And
Right.
that's what they're keeping on track of. They're trying to keep
Well,
the police honest on those type of situations.
Raymond has it worded perfectly. The actual legal term is expectation of privacy.
Right, understandable. If you're walking around in public, there's no expectation of privacy. But if you and I use this because it's not a good thing to do.
No.
But if you slap your wife, right, and the drone captures that while it's taking off to catch the criminals down the block,
right,
and now every night after that, they're hovering outside your window to see if you slap your wife again without a warrant.
Yeah,
the police have the ACLU is questioning shit like that. So they want to make sure stuff like that doesn't go down. That's all this is. And it comes up again in the news because it's now talking about the increase of use of the drones by the police department in New York City.
Right, but they've gone
the only reason why I bring it up.
The increase of police
and we have
in New York City.
We have lawmakers in Albany that want to make sure that there's stuff in place to make sure that the police are being honest. That's all.
Understandable. They should. There should be stuff in place to make sure they do what they're supposed to. I agree.
That's also all the reporters are really about.
Hey, Sky Control, take your caps off. Caps mean you're yelling.
Either that or no one can hear them.
Oh shit! But we need to move on.
Give me a second. I gotta open the window because the whole place is becoming an oven.
No, I understand. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to you guys out there. I'm gonna do a drop and a shot while Herman's gone.
For drone news and tech
talk, you're doing that prematurely, right?
Yeah.
Wednesday night with those guys.
And Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
You know, my mother had a name for people like that.
Here we go.
You know, the guys that just happen to need a reason to take a drink. What they call them, lush and alcoholic, whatever you want to call it.
It's Thanksgiving Eve. I don't have to get up in the morning and start to cook. I'm good.
Sure you do.
For now.
But be careful because Jimmy's slapping people.
God bless America. This is Jim's droning and slapping people in Canada. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
man walking around Toronto slapping the shit out of people. We love you, Jim's droning. Don't ever think we don't. We love and support each and every one of you guys that come here. A lot of you do videos and do live streams, and you say, "Oh, Novice Quads isn't there, Herman isn't there." We see. We do.
I try to check out everybody's live stream.
Yes. And I'm being honest about this. It's only because Herman and I have been doing this for 3 years plus. I can almost go as far as say 4 years plus, Herman. 4 years. Let's say 4 years.
But you know what I want to ask everybody with the holidays coming up, right?
Yeah.
And I know some guys might get drones. And I know some guys may have bought drones when the release of the Air 3 came out and the Mini 4 Pro. This cough, shit, this bottle.
Airball.
Nah, no hairball.
Go ahead, man.
I see guys getting accessories and shit. And I see guys that do videos on accessories. And me personally, when it comes to accessories, I'm good with a fucking charger and I'm good to go. We go.
Mm-hmm.
I got a landing pad depending on the area, and we go. But what I will say, when it comes to my drones and it comes to protecting my drones, all of my drones get a hard case and I get a nano case. I've been dealing with Nanook for quite some time, for more than 7 years now.
Yep.
So Nanook is where it's at, and for me, and I have a coupon code I'd like to wait a minute to share with you guys. Nanook for all your hard cases and Nanook products for Phantom Flight 10 for 10% off on all your Nanook products, whether you need to protect your drones or whether you need to protect your watches or your firearms for
Camera
travel.
lenses, etc.
Camera lenses, gimbals, and stuff like that. Nanook products.
Yeah.
That's where it is for me. That's
This
what I
is
do. And it's not a paid endorsement. Nanook just gave me the coupon code to share with you guys. The holiday time is coming up. Jump on it.
Yes, yes, yes. It is a legitimate coupon code. Check it out. Whether you use it for your drone, like your watches, etc., like Herman says.
You know, they do hard cases for everything. They're located up in Canada. That's plastic cases that makes the Nanook cases. So feel free. They do a lot of stuff for all your drone purposes. Jump on it.
Back from the sky says, I thought the best accessories were extra cameras and extra propellers.
Well, going into that, that's what I will ask you guys. What are the accessories you'd like to see in your stocking this year?
Yeah. Say we were going to... No, hold on. Let me put a disclaimer
Here we go. Lawrence is going to do one of those. I got a friend that wants to know.
Tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat.
Now, we are not, I repeat, we are not giving away drones this year. We're not giving away used drones, refurbished drones, period. But we would like to know, what would you guys like to have as an accessory for your drone?
On your stocking.
Like Herman says.
That's what it says.
Including batteries too. I'm not spending $200 to give you a battery when I can keep it. I'm being blunt. Herman hit the nail.
No, the reason why I said
about people. Hold on. Draymond says Herman hit the nail on the head. What cracks me up about how people complain about the Phantom was too big to carry around, but buy hard cases for their minis. I applaud you. I applaud you for that, Draymond. Thank you, Draymond. Thank you, Draymond, so much. Thank you. I'm glad somebody said it.
Draymond, I was feeling kind of stupid sitting here when I first heard the first conversation about minis being used for mapping.
LED lights. Okay, hold a 65-watt battery backup battery. Quick Cat, you're reaching, dude. You got I didn't say battery backup, so I get it. Stickers. Gary says stickers. Herman. LED lights. TJ Giggles said, "No, we're serious. We want to give away some stuff for the holidays,
stickers.
And we want to know what you guys."
I told you Lawrence was doing one of
consider
those. I got a friend, and my friend wants to know.
Those guys' T-shirts. Okay.
Lawrence did one of those. I got a friend. He wants to know if you wanted something for Christmas, like what was it that you wanted? You would like.
Could I have been any more obvious? Huh? Okay. All right. I got
trying
here, man. I'm trying.
I got a friend, right? And my friend, like he likes to pick his nose and wipe it on the wall. You know, what can I do to stop him from doing that?
So pick his nose and wipe it on the wall. You hear this guy? What can I get him? A portable wall to carry around with them?
Gloves.
Landing pads. Okay, that's a good idea.
You get him gloves.
Landing pads. Okay, sticks.
Here we go. Stickers.
Landing pads. LED lights, stickers. The Quick Cat, I'm not ignoring you. I saw the 65-watt backup pack. I'm trying to behave here. I've been drinking alcohol. Sometimes.
What kind of stickers are we talking about?
Yeah, Big Matt. Happy holidays, man. Happy Turkey Day, Big Matt.
Big Matt was good, man. Then what kind of stickers are we talking about?
I guess they're talking about those guys stickers.
Do they exist? Those guys stickers?
No, they don't. They don't exist.
I've never made one.
They do not exist. But we will get him a tissue, Gary says. Video of it and post it on YouTube.
You guys need help, bro.
I know.
Serious help.
My cousin will be out in 2 years. Jim's droning. He's got issues.
The cousin will be out in 2 years.
Yeah.
And this. Wait.
Herman, don't bother. Don't bother.
No. The reason I'm asking because I remember there was another live stream where
here we go.
Someone in the stream had said that someone in their family was getting out of jail and they was being threatened by somebody or picked on by one of the other panel members.
I remember that.
There
was a live stream on. And said, my relatives getting out of jail, and they're not going to like you talking like this about me online.
Right.
And they were threatening the person with the person that was getting out of jail. I remember that. They'll be out of jail soon. Oh, shit. I remember that. 80-inch monitor, East Coast. I will give you a drawing of an 80-inch monitor, bro. Hey, Yellow Rose, how are you, man? Happy Thanksgiving to you all out there. Click that like button, please. We have 25 viewing and lurking.
You have an 80-inch
likes.
monitor?
You know, they're still looking for stuff for us to give away.
80-inch.
We're just fishing right now. We just pulled a DJI. Said if we were about to come out with a drone,
I'm just saying. I asked a question because I know guys do reviews on all kind of accessories, and when you look at some of the views that they have, you're like, okay, well, guys must like accessories.
Yeah. Well, LED lights, maybe a strobe. I don't know.
I did want to let you know that we passed 7 minutes of the drop in the shot. You're 7 minutes over.
We just did a drop. Oh, I did a drop. Oh shit. Let's go. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. So here we go. Hold on.
For drone news and tech talk, tune in on Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday night with those guys.
And Wednesday night
Happy
with those
Thanksgiving, guys.
Those guys. Salute to each and every one of you.
I love those guys.
That's what she said.
There we go. That's what she said. Okay, we got to go on. The best accessory is something that charges your batteries multiple times or quick. Back from the sky, he's reaching for that battery charger, bro, because
you know what?
Like I consider
this started out with when talking about stocking stuffers.
I know. You cannot
those little accessories that you might buy for your drone. A battery charge, you get one when you bought it.
Oh, thumbstick covers.
Now I saw that.
Interesting.
That's what I'm talking about. I saw that.
Interesting.
I didn't know how many guys would be interested in that because it looks like a lot of work to take it off.
Listen. We just want to give away some stocking stuffers.
Because you know what I use to cover my thumbsticks? I just put my controller in a bag. It keeps the screen from getting scratched.
Right. Well, my bag.
It's a little pouch. It's a drawstring pouch. What I use.
Right. It fits straight down. Screen shade, SD cards. That's a good one too. Sky Control.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Speedy B adapter, dude. I don't have a Speedy B adapter. That's an FPV thing. For those guys who use Speedy B, have drones with Speedy B in it. Speedy B stack. Well, Speedy B FPV company, you can tune your drone on an app. But some drones that don't have the Bluetooth on the stack, You can use a adapter to plug it in. That's interesting though. The Speedy B adapter that only fits certain people in certain areas. But a screen shade, SD cards, okay. Stickers, we're not going with stickers. Hand warmers or snow shovels, Gary says. Gary, you keep that shit up above Canada.
Hand warmers or snow shovels?
Anything snow related, keep that shit above the
Hand
Canadian.
warmers sound like a good idea, Gary.
That's good too. That's a great fucking idea.
That's for you guys up in Canada. We get you some hand warmers.
Back from the Sky has one. Dunkin' Donuts coffee gift cards. Did they have Dunkin' Donuts in Canada?
You know what I saw when I went up state lines?
What?
We need to get this here in New York.
SD card reader. That's another thing. SD card reader.
Hold on, stop that. We need to get this here in New York. We're talking about Dunkin' Donuts. Stick to the topic. Almost every Dunkin' Donuts that I saw, 99.999% had a drive-through.
And they don't have.
We got one with a drive-through.
I know.
Two that I know of. The other ones you got to park and go inside for them to tell you that they don't have the donut that you wanted, and you got to wait. And you got to wait on the coffee.
You get out of your car, you go inside, you stand online for 5, 10, 15 minutes for them to tell you we don't have what you want. Kick rocks. I don't have those guys sticker on my flight vest, John Olson. We don't have a those guys sticker on our construction helmets either.
No, sir, there is no those guys stickers.
Yeah, they're
never
actually
made any.
Tim Hortons gift cards, Gary. You know what? Gift cards are always a winner.
You see why everybody doesn't get a wrench?
Yo, Herman, could you hold it down for like 3 minutes, 2 minutes?
Is that Tammy Jean?
Tammy Jean, happy Thanksgiving to you.
What?
I'm gonna load a gobble gobble button, but I
Tammy Jean.
Herman, can you give me like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes?
Okay. Where you going to the bathroom?
All right. I'll be right back, man. I have to take care of something. Stop it, man.
No, but yeah, what were we talking? We were talking about something here. What the gift cards or the stuff for things? We're just brainstorming some ideas, just stuff to talk about. Because like I said, I know a lot of guys do videos, and they do videos on accessories. And I just didn't know that guys actually like some of those accessories. I know when I used to fly the Phantom 3, the ground sensors weren't as sensitive as they were with the Phantom 4 Pro. And the landing gear that you put on the bottom of the drone didn't interfere with the drone's descension. With it descending when you're trying to land. With the Phantom 4 Pro, depending on what you put on, like the gimbal guard or the legs that go, the extended legs, like how I see a lot of guys do now with the minis, because the mini is tiny and it sits on its belly. When guys are getting those extended legs for like the Phantom 4 Pro, in doing certain shots, it would get caught up in the sensor. Don't ask me why or how, but it did. And I know with moving, like trying to land, the gimbal guard was the biggest nightmare with a Phantom 4 Pro. So
yeah,
after dealing with that, I just decided that I just don't really do too many accessories for my drones. Maybe like something that would hold the propellers from moving around, because the propellers move around a lot with the foldable drones as opposed to like the Phantom series. And like I said before, maybe a charger or something like that. And I don't really consider that to be an accessory because that comes with the drone. So the things that you have to ongoingly buy stuff like batteries, if that, SD cards, and maybe like propellers. So, and like I said, I see guys do a lot of videos on these landing gears. I just thought that was something that a lot of guys liked, and I was just inquiring to ask. But Lawrence wanted to do. I have a friend, right, and my friend wants to know, like, what kind of accessories do
Here
you
we
got?
go.
Like,
I have a lot of friends. Darn right, Andy. Always watching. Wait, what did back
what
from
happened?
school, I always have a can of air spray in my backpack, useful for getting crud out of gimbal axes too.
Okay,
Okay.
see, see, all kind of
Mustache comb, Gary says.
uh-huh.
All
Whatever.
right. Well, we plan on getting a few things to give away. Nothing spectacular, but something that could be used. SD. I like the idea of SD cards. I like that. There are a few ideas out there.
Well, check this one out, Lawrence.
Yeah.
This is an oldie but goodie. Zipline. We've talked about Zipline from Zimbabwe to Nigeria. But Zipline makes its first U.S. drone delivery flight without ground observers. Now, we talked about this back on Wednesday night with those guys, 2021.
Yep.
On September 20th, that they were going to do this. And I'm quite sure you know what we
Here in the United States.
And Zipline, right? You know who Zipline is. They're the leading global logistics and drone delivery specialists. Zipline announced on Friday, November 17th, 2023, that they conducted a beyond visual line of sight, not like on any other that they have done before, but this time it was completed for the first time in the United States without ground observers.
Without visual observers. Kudos to
Now,
Zipline.
this comes 2 months after receiving from the FAA the rights to go
Certification.
ahead and certification to go on and conduct these missions beyond visual line of sight. Zipline conducted this flight with their P1 drone delivery in Salt Lake City. I guess that's in Utah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a beauty right there. That's a biggie for Zipline, because Zipline had to meet the standard for being able to do all of the checkpoints before.
Well, if you remember, the very first
to fly beyond visual line of sight, they needed to be basically you have to prove beyond to the FAA that your operation with because there's an inspection that is necessary of the drone and whether or not you need to be there. So the onboard cameras, just like Percepto, all of the onboard cameras and systems was able to cover that and do what it needed to do so they can do this flight beyond visual line of sight without ground observers. There's no need for ground observers anymore.
Well, if you recall, Zipline was doing so well during COVID. They supplied medication and COVID tests to literally hundreds of thousands of people across in the continent of Africa. And it's good because they came here to the United States to show us how it's done. And now they've gotten certification to actually fly beyond visual line of sight.
Well,
and they want to expand this also to their other sites in the United States. They're not just in Utah. They are spread out across the United States with these Zipline systems, and they're already delivering. They've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, well, see, there goes a little one right there. That
Yeah, that's a little
on board.
Zipline.
Yeah, they're on board to use that for small deliveries, like that little baggie
It's
right
the
there.
second zip line. This is the eVTOL zip line version that you're actually seeing right here. That will drop down a little device. And if you're wondering what the fan is in the back, that controls it from going into a crazy spin upon landing or taking off. But Zipline is doing it. So kudos to them. And
I know
everything
there's a
Zipline
lot.
related.
I know there's a lot of naysayers out there that don't believe that it'll take place, but the mere fact that it is happening means that it can happen. And
Well, see, my problem is with
like
the
how
United
far
States.
can they move it?
Right, but see, my problem with eVTOLs and drone delivery and everything is there are everywhere around the world, everyone's breaking records to get this done. And finally, you're seeing people flying beyond visual line of sight. First, if you remember, Herman, we had to see people be able to take off, these eVTOLs be able to take off, control them, land. And then from that was the first step. Then after you could take off and land, you had to be able to fly an actual flight, take off, fly an actual mission, and come back and land. Now everyone is passing that, and now it's the matter of getting that beyond visual line of sight.
Well, see, this goes back to
Certification.
what I said before about under Part 135 and being a air carrier. These cameras and stuff, so we're talking about sensors, going back to now when we looked at the last update when we saw with the Mavic 3, right? And being able to leverage your side sensors for obstacle avoidance viewing, not just for the sensor itself, but for you to be able to view what it's picking up. Okay.
Right.
These drones are able to leverage those cameras and have the utmost safety on takeoff and land and delivery. And this is how they're able to do this. You know, DJI didn't come up with this. It's something that everyone in the technology world is able to leverage. The same people go and work all over the place.
Right. Steven Drones, hope it don't hit anyone then. Steven Drones, Zipline actually has a 50-foot circle.
It won't hit anyone.
Supposed to stay clear, that you're supposed to stay clear of, that it can land in that 50-foot circle accurately. So if you're in that 50-foot circle and there's a drone delivery, poof, you're told to stay outside.
Okay. You know when your package is going to be delivered. You know when your package is going to be delivered. Those people are in that drop area. The drop area has been secured.
As you see in the video.
It was 2 weeks ago we talked about this and talked about how secure the drop zones are, because a lot of people are confused that your dog would be able to grab onto the package, and once the package is dropped, if your dog eats it, that's on you. But these cameras are able to sense and pick up whether or not there's something in the way of your dog is there and contact you that the delivery will take place at another time. You know, these things are more, all of the questions that you have, they've addressed.
Yeah. Right.
All of the things that the naysayers say, they've already addressed in that.
Yeah. So it's a matter of time. They're already making drone deliveries.
Because if you as a human can think of it, they've thought of it too.
Sort of like YouTube. You know, you try to come up with a title for your drone video or video, and it's out there already. Same thing. If you can think of it, there are at least 1,000 people around the world that have thought about the same thing. And I'm being modest by saying 1,000.
Okay. But everybody stand clear of Jim's drone and he's slapping people.
Back to Jim's droning slapping people. We have to address that issue. we have to handle that issue there, right there. But
ooh, that doesn't taste good.
Salute. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. I hope you all have plenty of food and family around you, and if not, happy Thanksgiving to you anyway. Salute.
But you know what, Lawrence?
Hmm?
Helijet inked a deal for 4 beta eVTOLs. Well, you know who Helijet International, right? Is.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
they placed a firm order for 4 beta technology. What's that girl there again? Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, Aaliyah
The name
250.
of the eVTOL is Aaliyah.
Aaliyah 250 eVTOLs.
Yes, right
Now
here.
you might remember this because one of their biggest clients is UPS.
Yep.
Now they intend to run them alongside of their almost of 20 aircraft that they already have in service.
Right.
That deal with drone delivery, or well, not drone delivery, but to move packages back and forth, or merchandise. Aircraft, they already do this. What they're going to do it with these drones. But this deal is the first of its kind in Canada with this company, and this marks also the sale of the next generation of advanced air mobility platform to demonstrate what they're planning to do. Helijet, excuse me, they were so excited and loved the purchase of the aircraft. So they held a press conference with the CEO Danny what's his name here? Sydenham, and was it reps from Beta International?
Yeah.
Technologies, I should say, Beta Technologies, and the Canadian Advanced Air Mobility Organization, or group, as they call themselves.
Okay.
To discuss the usage of these drones in Canada. One of the things.
Yeah, Gary, he's got the Jim's droning. These drones will be up there where you guys are.
Because they claim that their growth in their heliports within a half hour apart.
Yeah.
Half-hour
They're
routes.
They're strategically mapping their territory.
In half-hour routes, where and they actually service 2.5 million passengers per year. So the Aaliyah 250, they claim will move 5 passengers in its whole 5 passengers. And they'll be able to transport some of these 2.5 million within their fleet of a little more than 20 aircrafts already. So you're adding another 4 more aircrafts to it. So I guess they'll be all right with transporting these people yearly.
You're right.
And their heliports are like a half hour apart.
Well, see, like I said, while you were talking, they are actually mapping out their territory, and in order to do that, in order to fly around areas, you need heliports for these vehicles to go to and from. Half hour apart is a good deal because you're talking half hour by car. I'm estimating, Armin. Because a half hour by car would be about 5 to 10 minutes by eVTOL, give or take.
It'll be curious to know if they're half-hour flights, but they didn't get into it into the article. So that's
okay.
What.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Waypoint.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Don't forget to watch the dog show after the parade. Oh,
okay.
See?
You know what, Lawrence? It is actually about that time for us to
be about that time, but
for us to get up out of here. And I did want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, to you and your family. And I hope everyone is gets to spend time with
Happy
loved ones
Hanukkah, happy holidays, happy
and enjoy the
Christmas.
time
All
with
of
your
that.
family and do some of the things that COVID took away from us for a few years. And just for a lot of people, this is the first time that they're actually getting with their family and friends
True.
since COVID.
Things are slowly getting back to normal.
Wow, this cough is really kicking me. So I tell you guys, really, if you can and if you are, enjoy your friends, family, and everyone, and make sure you give everyone a special hug this year, and say thanks for all we have, and wish for new things in the new year. But that'll come, well, I guess later on in the year. But Christmas didn't even get here yet. But have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and just enjoy your friends and family, man, and
Right.
have fun.
Right. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much for spending this pre-Thanksgiving Eve with us. And Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by
those guys. Good night, everyone. That's what she said.
Everyone.
And we'll see you next time with those guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
No applause. The fans don't applaud. Come on, what happened to the good night, everyone. Good night, everyone.